Hi guys, so welcome to your weekly screencast for English 102. So I've gotten a couple questions about the topic analysis outline, and I know we went over this in class, but some of you might have missed this in class, so therefore I wanted to go over it again now. So looking at the topic analysis outline planner, and you can do this as a quiz or as a worksheet, it's entirely up to you. The first thing it asks you for is ideas for the attention grabber or the hook. So this is where you kind of draw your reader in and tell them what's so interesting about the topic that you chose. Here under importance and context, that's where you tell me why you specifically are interested in this. Why is this important to know about? What's the background? Tell me a little bit about the context of this topic and why you decided to choose it. Then for your proposal statement, what you're going to introduce to me is not like your thesis statement. This is your proposal statement. So you're telling me the topic and the 3 ways that you decided to approach it. So in class, I gave the example of vaccines. And I said the topic of vaccines is complex and can be approached from why parents don't choose them, how they work, and public health. So those were the 3 questions that I had, and that's why I set up my proposal statement in that way. So you should do likewise. Tell me the topic and the 3 ways that you approached it or how you could approach it. Now here in the research questions section, for the outline, all you have to do is list your research questions. And I'm not going to go back and look at the other research questions worksheet to make sure that they match. It's fine. If you want to change your questions at this point, that is okay. But when you write the paper, you're going to have to tell me why you did that, why that happened, how you came up with these questions, why they were good questions, or why they weren't. So for the outline, you just put the questions themselves. Then the research review, you're going to put your source title 1, and then tell me what that source was about. Give me 1-sentence summary. Then you're going to explain your relevance to the research questions. So tell me, did it answer one of those questions? Did it not answer one of those questions? Did it provide information just generally on the topic? What was the relevance? Why was it important? How did it relate to your proposal statement? Same with source 2. Future research methods. Now this might be a little bit tricky. So this is both what you think researchers should look at in the future, so sources that you wish you could have found, and this is also how you will change your research in the future if you stayed with this topic. So if you were to continue with your questions, would you change your questions at all? How would you change your search methodology? Would you use EBSCOhost more, or would you use Google Scholar more? How would you go about doing your research? And then for reflection, this is where you tell me how you did your research and how it went. Kind of tell me a little bit about what you hoped to find and what you didn't find and why you think that is. So sort of looking at how you did the research and focusing really clearly on your methods for research. Like, did you forget to click the full text box? Or was EBSCOhost like totally blowing your mind? This is where you tell me. Finally, for the conclusion, you're going to tell me you're going to reword your proposal statement, and you're going to tell me exactly why you're going to continue with it or why you're not going to continue with it, and if you're not, what you're going to research instead. So I hope that this helps with this assignment. This is due, I was going to have it due on Friday, but now I'm going to have it due Monday before class. That gives you a little bit of extra time. And then in class, we're going to talk about writing the actual paper. We're going to put together a document so you can go ahead and move everything from the outline planner into the APA shell document. We're going to talk about all of that when I see you again on Monday. So I can't wait to see you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. Get this done. Don't procrastinate. Get it done. And if you have trouble with anything, as always, please let me know. I'm here for you guys. All right, so talk to you later. Bye.